A group of Detroit teenagers getting ready to debrief the public on a life-altering trip to one of the poorest nations on the planet. The teens were part of an exchange program. Paula Tutman has been getting a preview of what they learned, and this project is really different, Paula.
Yeah, it is. It's different from a usual or what we think of an exchange program where a student goes and lives in another country with a family for so many months. This is more of an exchange of culture, exchange of ideas, but also in the end, an exchange of resources that can actually help lift other students out of poverty.
Welcome to our class.
It was a trip of a lifetime for 6 teenagers who live in Detroit, Ethiopia, one of the poorest longitudes and latitudes on the planet.
I hate the term garbage dump community, I really do, but there's no other term that describes it in each community. This is places where human waste, all types of waste are discarded, and people who are discarded, lepers and people with HIV and no other way to live, go to pull out plastic and cardboard in order to survive.
Mike Tenbush, the CEO of the nonprofit International Samaritan, headquartered in Ann Arbor, is reflecting on the trip he and a group of teenagers have returned from, where the students were both teachers and learners, like 16-year-old Dewan, who told his story to other 16-year-olds.
Like being in foster care and like being homeless at times.
In a place like Ethiopia, where America is seen as home of the rich and privileged,
they had so little, but they were still so happy to have what they had.
This is Michigan reaching out to the world to understand cultures, to find common ground, to seek solutions to fix problems that plague Detroit to Ethiopia and all points in between. So, for instance, International Samaritan took 6 Detroit teenagers to Ethiopia, and not only did they share experiences and exchange culture, but 10 Ethiopian students will receive scholarships to pull them out of poverty.
$3,000 per student covers their tuition and fees, in addition to anything else they need to be successful. So they're coming from the garbage dump. They don't have clothes, they don't have shoes. A holistic scholarship means we'll help them with clothes and food. Sometimes they could be going off to school every day, but their family has no food. Salam will see that, learn about it, and make sure that their family gets a basket of food every month to make sure they have enough.
One of the biggest lessons learned by our Michigan students from Detroit: the grass is greener on the other side of the planet.
They really felt that my story touched them in a very emotional way.
What an extraordinary experience. And by the way, that exchange continues tomorrow at the Corner Ballpark. So that is the headquarters or the facility for Detroit PAL. 4 to 6, these students continue being teachers to the public. Anyone who cares to show up, whether you're interested in donating, supporting, or just learning about life on the other side of the planet, these students who are in Ethiopia will be there to share their experiences and teach others about how they can also help pull others up by the bootstrap with this shared experience and resources. Karen.
Paula, I love the line, the grass is greener on the other side of the planet, and the fact that these young people are turning into teachers themselves, they've got to be proud.
Amazing. I love this story. Just simply amazing what they're doing.
Yes, good vibes for sure. All right, we appreciate it. Thanks, Paula.